Hello everyone, it's Justine. Today I'm going to be making one card using the Make-A-Wish stamp set and this flower die that are both from the Advent calendar from Spellbinders for this December 2022. And this stamp was from day 13 and the flower is from day 14. So I decided just to give it a go and make something pretty today. I chose to kind of go with the blue scheme because I tend to have a lot of blue cardstock right now. And I also thought that blue could be kind of a nice color for a birthday. So I am going to put down the center of the flower just to start assembling it on to the card base. So you can see that there's a big circle and then what I call the Cheerio shape that goes around the border that I chose just to do in kind of a mustard tone. So this flower die, when I first opened up the window, I thought, what in the world is this? I kind of drew a blank and then I thought, maybe it is a flower. I don't know. If you watch me unbox it, you'll probably understand what I am talking about my confusion there. Maybe it was obvious to some people, but no, not me. But once I started die cutting it, it was pretty clear that it was for layering on different pieces to make different petals. So here I am making my flower card. I also was thinking about more of a realistic flower. So I know Spellbinders has several of those dies. I did pick up the Calla Lily die when they did their Black Friday sale because I know a few women in my life that just love Calla Lilies, and I thought that it would be kind of a nice little set to have around. Plus it was on sale, so here we are with the die. So with that more realistic flower, I am really looking forward to making some cards with that. But this is definitely more of a more modern take on a flower, a bit abstract, if you will, but definitely kind of fun. I would maybe call it funky. So I think it would be fun to do this die with many different colors, maybe some red and yellow and bright blue, just to kind of have a pop of color all over. But it was a very easy die to work with because there's not too many pieces. I actually, to die cut it out, used my little sidekick for all of my die cutting just because it is nice and small. So now that all of my flower petals are on, I'm just going to kind of take a look at it. It's fairly straight. I think it's just a little bit more toward the left than the right, but that's okay. Things are handmade here, and that's just fine with me. I did want to mention, I've been at several craft fairs recently, and a lot of people will come up and go, wow, this looks like so much work. Or they'll say, oh yeah, I have crafting stuff at home for card making, but I just really didn't get into it because I didn't like the way it turned out, or, things like that. And what I usually find, I guess, from my take on it, is I think people are scared to make something ugly. Let me just go into what I mean by that. But I think people, you buy something that's crafty, and, typically craft supplies are not really cheap, as we know. And I think people are scared to make something with that supply that they just bought that they're not going to like. So they kind of just quit. And I think that's kind of sad, honestly, because crafting, especially card making, is so much fun. And yes, you're not going to love every single card that you make, but that's part of it. That's part of the process. Just like if you were going to, I don't know, let's just compare it to running. I'm not a runner, so don't get me wrong here, but you can't just decide one day to run a marathon. You have to train for it. And just like card making, you can't just all of a sudden just start making gorgeous cards unless you're very artsy to begin with. So, you know, you're gonna make some ugly things, and maybe not just ugly, but not perfect or not what you might see on YouTube, and that's okay. So I'm looking at my card here. I have these white sequins that I just pulled in that were from leftover from a card kit, but I think that it needs a little yellow. So does it need yellow? I think it needs yellow just to bring out that center flower. So I'm just gonna pull out my bling basket and just take a look real quick. Oh, hello. We have the yellow embellishments from the advent calendar. Let's just use those. I did get a chance to use these on a card that I recently made here on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, it's the pink one that says happy birthday. Just trying to use some of my advent goodies here. So if you're interested in seeing that card, you just have to check out my channel and it'll be there. It might even be recommended for you after this video. We'll see. I just really did like the advent calendar. It's the first time that I've done a Crafty advent calendar, and it was so fun to open up every single window. And now that I have opened up the windows already, I am now trying to figure out what I can make with them and how I can make some really pretty projects with them. So it's just been a fun little process here in December. I definitely liked playing with this flower die. Like I said, it definitely challenged my brain. I don't know if I was just having a blonde moment or what, but it was just kind of fun because it made me think, and I like a little challenge sometimes. Does it have enough bling now? I think I'm going to add one more here and one more there. Kind of heavy-handed with the bling and the glitter recently. I have quite a stash of sequins and gems, and they make me happy. They catch so much light. They're so pretty, especially on video and in person. It's just fun. All right, that's a look at my finished card. Oh, I should mention the ink that I used for the sentiment was Faded Jeans from Distress Oxide. No, it was the ink, Distress Ink. So there's that. I will be making at least one more video showing you some of the Advent goodies. I think I'm going to use what comes on the last day. I've been kind of having my eye on that die, so we'll see. I'll pull it out, maybe do a little bit of a masculine card. We will see. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you get to craft here in this busy December. And if you're interested in more videos like this from me, please subscribe to my channel. And if you've been inspired by this video or like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Anyway, thanks for watching all the way to the end. See you in my next one. Bye.